In a British courtroom this week, a lawyer for Julian Assange made a shocking claim. He claimed he has evidence that then Russian Congressman Dana Rohrabacher dangled a Trump pardon if Assange would say that Russia wasn't behind the DNC email leak. And today, Rohrabacher confirmed that story, telling Yahoo News investigative correspondent Michael Isikoff that he did offer a Trump pardon to Assange. And Michael Isikoff joins me now. Let's go through what the offer was. And Michael, specifically, is what Dana Rohrabacher told you that Donald Trump sent him to offer a pardon in exchange for this information about Russia, to clear Russia of the DNC?
No, he did not say that. What he said is he went to London to meet with Assange, along with this sort of alt-right provocateur, Charles Johnson, who helped arrange the meeting, in hopes of getting Assange to turn over evidence that would prove the Russians didn't do the 2016 election hack. And he said if Assange did that, then he would arrange for Trump to give him a pardon. He said Assange knew he could get to Trump. And Rohrabacher did say he did call after this meeting and had a conversation, discussed this with then White House Chief of Staff John Kelly. But he also made clear that there was no follow-up. Kelly understood how politically problematic it would be for the president to do this. So it didn't go further than that. But it is interesting that Rohrabacher went down this road. This is of a piece with all the testimony you heard during the impeachment hearings about conspiracy theories about a server and Ukrainian intervention, all designed for the same purpose: to deflect and discredit the idea that the Russians engaged in their systematic attack on the 2016 election that we know about.
You know, my understanding of Mr. Rohrabacher was that when he was in Congress, he was more of a backbencher. Did he explain to you what would have been his authority to even talk about a pardon with anyone? What did he think his authority was to be able to say that?
I mean, his authority was sort of, his self-authority. He took it upon himself to do this. But the most interesting thing about this, Joy, is what Rohrabacher told me his real goal was here. Yes, to knock down the idea that the Russians had hacked the election, but he wanted proof that the real source for those DNC emails was not the Russians, but Seth Rich, the slain DNC staffer who was murdered on the streets of Washington in July 2016. And that's really the conspiracy theory that grew out of the 2016 election. This young man who worked for the DNC, it was all his doing. There's, of course, absolutely no evidence for this. It's been dismissed by the FBI, the Washington Police Department, everybody who's looked at the case. But what we discovered when we did a series on the Seth Rich conspiracy theories last summer, Conspiracyland, is it was really a plant by Russian intelligence to begin with. Within days after Rich was killed on the streets of Washington, Russian intelligence agents were floating the idea, circulating the idea that Seth Rich was behind it. And then the Internet Research Agency, the troll farm in St. Petersburg, was amplifying it, tweeting constantly through these fake bots and trolls that they had. And soon it migrated from there through social media to alt-right sites like Breitbart and others, and ultimately Fox News itself.
Yeah, the weird ways in which Russian intelligence has been able to dig in and sort of manipulate, Republican figures right up to Donald Trump and this guy, Mr. Rohrabacher, is really incredible. It's really wild. Michael Isikoff, thank you very much. Really appreciate you being here tonight.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.